Okay. Let me see if I'm live. Great. Okay. Awesome. Is there anyone here? Right, I'm just gonna wait for a few seconds. Okay.
Great. Okay.
Let me
Awesome.
put that down. Okay, just gonna wait. Hey Mel, how's it going? Bonjour, bonjour. Cool. All right. I'm just gonna get started, and then hopefully the other ones will come. Okay. Private lesson for you, Mel. You guys answered to the poll, and you decided to talk about how to build an email automation in Active Campaign. So 5 votes over the overlay votes, right? So, and the second one would be how to receive payments in Clickfunnels. So definitely I am taking that into consideration, and that will be the topic of my next Facebook Live. And then how to set up your calendar system with Acuity. So this one, look, I know that some people will actually use Calendly, but we can do that too. Like, you know, it's all about, you know, sharing what you guys need for your funnels, right? So I'm going to be talking about that in another Facebook Live. All right. So regarding email automation, so let's start. Okay, guys, if you are live, please hashtag live. If you watch that as a replay, please hashtag replay so that I will know that you watch it as a replay. Okay, cool. So email automation. So first, you need to understand like what is an email automation, right? So if I'm gonna take the example of this ebook in here, secret recipes, right? So we put the email address in here, and then what we when we actually have the ebook, right? What we want to be doing is to allow people to actually go to actually receive an email automation after that, because on the second page you will either ask them if they want an appointment, or if they actually you know, if they want to actually buy your products, right? So you want to make sure that people who actually go in here, or actually go into your list, will receive some emails to, first of all, receive your ebook recipe, and then second of all, get some emails to actually invite them to subscribe to your course, or to actually get a consultation with you. So how do we do this? Okay, so here is Active Campaign. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with Active Campaign. So I'm just gonna explain again. I actually did a video on that. When was it? Can't remember, like 2 weeks ago, I think. And so Active Campaign is a tool to actually set up your email automation and actually create emails. So you got email templates in there, and you can also send SMS as well with it. Now, when you go into Active Campaign, oh, by the way, Active Campaign is integrated with Clickfunnels. So if you guys, for example, have Actionetics and you want to move to just like a simple plan, because I know that, you know, some people have been issues with Actionetics lately, Hey Ashley, how's it going? So glad to see you here. So I know you guys have been having some issues with Actionetics. So that's another way to actually send emails to people or actually subscribe to your list. Okay, so I'm just gonna go into Active Campaign. I'm just gonna put that's my marketing agency, like old marketing agency name, but it's totally fine. I just kept the account just to show you guys. And I'm just gonna log in. So Active Campaign asks you for the business name. Hey, hey Scott, how's it going? Active Campaign asks you for your business name, and then they ask you for the email and password. Now, how it works is basically if you go in there, you will see all your contacts, you will see contact trends and all those things. I'm not gonna get into this today. But what you want to be doing to link that page, right? That people will actually subscribe to your list, to your automation is first of all to actually create a list. So in Active Campaign or in any CRM, you will have your contacts in here. So basically all your contacts with their name, email address, any information about the contacts, then campaigns. So it's pretty much when you want to send an email to a specific list of contacts. Automation, so we're going to talk about it. Then conversations is just like discussions, right? Lists. So list is very important. Okay, list is actually pretty much a group of contacts, right? And then forms. Hey Tina. Hey, so forms, you will have a forms, basically like this one, that you can directly create into Active Campaign. It's pretty much like if you have let's say WordPress or anything like that, you can just create the form in Active Campaign. But because Clickfunnels is actually integrated with Active Campaign, you don't need to do all this. It will just directly put this into Active Campaign. Now, reports, so you will have some reports regarding your emails. Now, if I go into lists, so what I'm trying to achieve here is first to have this contact to go into my list. And then once they are in my list, I want to send them some emails, right? So I'm gonna go into list. I'm gonna create a list name. So let's say, okay, all the people that will opt into my page, to my ebook, right? There will be, let's say, I don't know, like entrepreneurs, no idea. Food lovers, actually, because they will download recipes. Okay, I'm just gonna put my website. And then, okay, this is asking you list description. It is basically to, like the small description that you have at the bottom of emails, as just to inform your people why they actually received this email. So let's say you have subscribed to, let's say, oh gosh, to mail's email list. I add you right? I'm just gonna add this. And so I'm gonna find my food lovers. All right, this is here. So here, whenever I will have people actually going into like subscribing here, they will go into the list food lovers. So how do we do this? Well, we will need first to integrate Active Campaign. I explained that actually in another video in this group. So if you want to have a look, but basically you will need to go in iterations and then look for Active Campaign in here. So active campaign already have integrations, right? So you need to add a new integration. I'm going quick on this because there is already a video in this group about that. And then you need to click on active campaign, API key, API URL, and nickname, right? So how you find this is basically here in settings, and then in developer, and URL key. So key is the API key, URL is basically the URL, right? Okay, so you just grab this information in developer and you just put it here, right? So this is supposed to be already done if you want to be creating an email automation. Again, just refer to, I'm happy to just put the, actually I can't put the link. So just let me know, guys, if you don't know how to do it, then I'm happy to tag you on the video. Now this is all done to actually enable Active Campaign to talk to Clickfunnels. So that's one thing. Then the other thing that you want to be doing is actually to make your form in your funnel to talk to your list, right? So meaning that when someone, as I said, when someone actually subscribes, they will go into your list. All right. Is everyone following? I hope I'm not going too fast. Okay, so if I put my email here, I want it to go to my list, right? So I will have to go into settings in the page and integration. Then what I want to be doing is to connect my form in here to Active Campaign. So how I'm going to be doing this is I'm going to be looking for my Active Campaign in here. So that's MP Online, right? And that's because I already integrated it before, right? So you will need to watch the video I'm telling you about in this group to know how to do this, to actually find this name, right? Hey Malik. So I'm gonna add to list, and then what I will be able to do is to find my list, food lovers. So I just click and then it's connected. So it's all ready to go. All I need to do is actually click save in here. Okay, so now I have my page in here connected to my list in here called food lovers, right? So they're all communicating. So this email now, if I just click on show me, this email is going to go to this list, right? So there's going to be a +1 here. Now, let me actually do this. Okay, I'm just going to check. I love this thing. Okay, cool. So this email is going to go in here, and what will happen now is, okay, now I want to make sure, okay, you see there is one contact. Now what I want to be doing is to set up an automation. I'm going slow, but just for you guys to actually understand the full process, it's very important. So now we're coming to the great stuff to actually set up the automation. So I want basically people, food lovers, to receive my email automation. So I will go in automation. And then I will click on create an automation. I will start my automation from scratch. You have some like kind of templates in here, but I love to start it from scratch just to show you guys. So I will click on continue, and then subscribe to a list, and then continue. Okay, now I want to select the list that I've created. So I'm just gonna go lovers, and I'm gonna add it. Then I want to send them an email. Create email. So what I'm doing here is creating the first email that they will be receiving. So let's say you can put, here is your ebook. So for those wondering actually how they receive the ebook, well, that's the key here. You want to be setting up an email where you give them access to your ebook. Now, okay, that's fine actually, that's fine. So I can use templates that I've built, or Active Campaign actually just suggests me some templates. So I love this one, it's very straightforward. So I'm just gonna use this one and say, here is your ebook. Okay, continue. Okay, so now this is my template. I can just like modify it as much as I wish. So here is the background. I'm just gonna put this into white. So EFFFF is actually white. And then what I'm gonna be doing is just like, you know, put an email. So hi, first name, perfect. Here is our like, thanks so much for inquiring for your ebook request, or you know, you have to find like the right cookie, right? Here is your ebook. So that's all you need to do to actually change the text, right? You just click and then modify it. Now, what you want to be doing is have a button here saying download ebook, and let's say so these are pretty much, you know, like all the colors, the fonts and everything you can change. And I'm just gonna put this into, let's say, green, right? And here you want to be like, you know, giving some information about you, about your biography, who you are, and then put a picture of yourself here. It's always good for people to actually know who they're talking to. And then next is a recap. So here's the subject. Then you can put a pre-header text. So meaning that you will have like a little text when, so when people click on the email, they will see a little text under it. And then you can test your email as well, which is pretty cool. And then you're pretty much done. So once you've checked that everything is fine, you're done and the email is done. So people who subscribe to your list, they will receive directly this email. So here is your ebook, right? Now in here, the thing is you have to link. That's very important, because if you send them an email without any information in there, that would be a shame. In here, you will have to link your button to your ebook. So you will have to put the link to your ebook. You can just host your ebook on Google on the Drive, right? Hey Miriam. So you can okay, you can just host the ebook on the drive. Like if you're wondering actually how to host it, just please ask. Please ask anything in this group. Like you're very welcome to just, you know, post questions, and I'm always happy to actually help. So feel free. Now, okay, so now we have basically people subscribing to your list. They receive the first email. And now what you want to be doing is to setting up your automation in a way that they will receive let's say one email in 2 days, and then another email in 2-3 days. So how do we do this? Well, we will have to first of all click here and then put a wait. So, okay, wait for a certain period of time, and you want to wait for, let's say, 2 days, right? So that's done. So that means that basically, let me actually do it. No, it just went too fast. So little plus, then conditions and workflow, then wait, and then wait for a specific period of time. 2 days, save. Now okay, now what I want to be doing is to put another email here. So I'm just going to go to email, send an email, and I'm just going to drag and drop it here and create another email. So email name is going to be, let's say, do you like to cook? No idea. Create. And then same thing, you want to choose your template. So I usually choose like the exact same template. What you can do as well is save your first email so that you won't have to, you know, use this template again, but more like your template. And then we like to cook, and you create, you know, the email same way I did before. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the exact same thing actually. Here we go. Okay, I'm just gonna save it. And what you want to be doing is to have an email series. Now, let's talk about the strategy. Actually, it's very, very important here, and that's probably the most important part of the email automation. So when you actually send an email to your audience to actually get an ebook, what you want to be doing is actually first send them the ebook, right? Very important. Well, you promised them something, so you have to send it. Then second, what you want to be doing is to send them a series of emails so that you will educate them. So 2 to 3 emails with really good content, value, and you want to make sure that they learn. And you want to make sure as well that they see you as an expert in your area. So for that, you need to actually provide them some really good value. Now from there, once you provided some value during a few days, what you can do is actually upsell them to your products or services. So what do I mean by that is, well, let's say you have a $29 product or even like a $400 product, or you're trying to actually get them to book a free consultation with you, for example. Then that's when you actually want to suggest them some help, right? And the perfect flow here is to mix your content with a suggestion to basically get some help, right? So that would be ebook, then content, like value, and then product or service, then value, product or service, value, product or service, right? And yeah, that would be the main thing you want to be setting up here. What do I have to say as well? Okay, if you want to send an email notification to your address, let's say, okay, so this is my address and I want to actually send it as well to my personal email, right? So I'm not going to put my personal email, probably. And you want to be sending it to your personal email, you're just going to put your email here, subject, message, so that when you receive it, you know where it's coming from, and then add. And what it would do is it will send a copy to actually your email address. So I hope that makes sense. So basically, this is how you set an email automation, and the strategy behind it. If you guys do you have any questions? Hey Theodora, how are you? I just like you're arriving where we're finishing. You can watch the reply. So if you're live, please hashtag live. If you're watching it as a replay, please hashtag replay. And what else for this? Theodora, did you have a question about email automation by any chance? All good? All right, anyone? If there is no question, then I will just end it here. Hope that's all that makes sense to you guys. Happy to answer any questions. Just drop it below and I will be more than happy to just help. Yeah, so talk to you very soon and have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.